Raised sometimes, I'm sorry guys, I just try to tell you what I see. It's just so many false people out there that they make me laugh because they think they know what they're talking about, but they really don't. But that's a whole other subject in itself. Let's get ready to get into the scriptures and let's get ready to understand this wonderful word of the Lord. You guys know we're coming out of the NIV version. I don't really care what version you use. You can use NIV, King James, whatever else version out there. What I really do care about is will you obey the very version that you're reading. I don't have time to argue about this one's better than that one. That's not my call. If you want to do that, go to someone that doesn't want to do that. I don't have time for that. What I care about is, can I obey the very thing that I'm reading? That's what matters to me. If it's NIV, if it's King James, whatever you're reading, can you obey that version when it comes to the Lord? Because if you can obey it, then great things will happen in your life. You guys know how we do it. If you have questions, raise your hand, type it in Facebook. We'll do our best to get back to you. I know I offended some of you by some of the things I said. You know I still love you. It don't mean nothing. Jesus did say, did I offend you because I tell you the truth? I know. People that will listen, the people that are here, they'll hear it and say, oh, why did he say that? Because I wanted to say it. Right. So, if you don't like it, you can shut off the channel. If you don't like it, you can shut off Facebook. That's fine with me. I'm okay with that. Doesn't bother me one bit. But the truth is the truth, and I will tell you the truth. And that's why I think so many of you log on, because you want to hear the truth. Right. So I'm going to keep delivering the truth. And if you don't like it, you might want to take it up with the one that sent me. I want you to talk to him about it. And he will be the one to tell you if he sent me or not. That would be the best way to be able to do it. Am I one of his messengers or am I one of the false prophets? Why don't you go ask him? I'm very confident. So go ask him and see what he says about me. And then we'll go from there. I think that sounds pretty fair.
Sounds pretty fair.
We can all talk to him. We can all pray to him. We can all ask him questions. And he will show if I'm from him or if I'm not. And that would be for you to say, if I am, then you might want to listen. If I'm not, I would never listen ever again if I was you. That would be my suggestion. But you do what you like. All right, let's get ready to get into those lessons. We're here at 172 Bon Air, San Antonio, Texas. 172 Bon Air, San Antonio, Texas. 78222. So if you ever want to come down, you're welcome to come on through the doors if you want to come down. If you want to log on, you're welcome to log on. If you want to type something in and have something to say about me, you can do that too. I'm perfectly okay with that. I am fine. If I think everybody's going to love me, then I'm living in a foolish world. Because they didn't love Jesus. They hated him for who he claimed to be and what he claimed to do. So I'm pretty sure they're going to hate me or not like me for what I claim to do and I claim who sent me. So we can go from there on that subject. It will just happen. I'm not close enough to think that everyone's going to love me. And he's giving me enough strength to say if they don't love you, as long as I love you, that's all that matters. And I'm cool with that. So now let's get ready to go since I've got all that off my chest. Now we can go ahead and move on and we can talk about some good stuff today. All right. Now I want to say to you guys today, what are you really chasing? What are you really chasing? You gotta ask yourself, that's not the tire school out there. You may like it if you want it, you can go ahead and claim it, but that's kind of you want to know where it's not me. What are you really chasing? That's something that one has to ask themselves. What am I really chasing? Am I chasing the money? Am I chasing the fame? Am I chasing the honor? Am I chasing this? Am I chasing that? That's going to be up to you. But what I'm going to present to you today, that if you can do this, this is going to set you apart. If you can do the very thing that I'm going to show you today, and you can seek after this that I'm going to show you today, this will set you apart if you want it. Let's jump into it.
Let's just jump into it.
There are some things that we can control. See, some things we can't control, D. I don't know why we worry about things we can't control. Don't worry about things you can't control and worry about the things you can control. See, here's something that we can control. We can control how much we love him. You have control over that. I don't care what they say about you. You have control of how much you love him. You have control if you want to walk with him or not. You have control over that. They can talk about you. They can say you're super spiritual. They can say all this. But you have control that if you want to walk with him. You have control if you obey him or not. See, these are all things that you can control. If you can do these things, I believe the Lord will show his presence strongly through you. And that presence is what's going to set you apart. It's not the money that's going to set you apart. There's a lot of people that got that. It's not the pretty smile you got that's going to set you apart. It's not going to be the beauty. It's not going to be your muscles. It's not going to be the fact that you are a genius. That won't set you apart. But what will is the presence of the Lord in the authentic spirit that lives within you.
Amen.
That is going to set you apart. Let's jump into those scriptures that I love so much. Let's jump in 2 Samuel chapter 6. 2 Samuel chapter 6. 11 through 16. Oh. 2 Samuel chapter 6. 11 through 16. Oh, we just love these scriptures. Only if we can get in your heads and see what you think about it sometimes. Only if we can see. I don't know. Maybe you not want everyone to see what goes on in your head. But what I'm going to offer you today, it's going to help you. It's going to help you if you truly get this. Oh, it's going to set you apart, Sister Gwen. But to get this, see, this is not no fake macaroni here. This is the real deal. This ain't that food in the box. This is the real deal macaroni that somebody spent time cooking. See, thinking you can get this. This is truly going to set you apart. See, there are so many fakers out there. There's so many people talking, but they ain't saying nothing. But this right here, if you can get what I show you today, it's going to set you apart. And this ain't something that you can fake get. See, this that I'm going to show you today, it's going to take work to get. It's going to take you beating your body under. It's going to take you spending time with God on a regular basis. It's going to take you being obedient to God. It's going to take you loving His will and His ways. It's going to take some work on your part. I can already see one saying now, I don't want to do all that. Then don't. That's your choice. God has given you
simple as that. Don't do it.
Will choice.
Don't do it.
God doesn't make you, neither am I. I'm just here to show you the way. That's all I'm doing. Now what you do with the way, that's going to be up to you. Let's see something in 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 11.
The ark of the Lord remained in the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite, for 3 months. And the Lord blessed him and his entire household.
See, back in the day, the ark of the Lord was like the presence of God. So if you had the presence of God in your house on a regular basis, what do you think that would bring?
Oh, wow.
Right here, it said that he brought blessings because the presence of the Lord was at Obed-Edom's house. So what happened? Somebody heard about this. Tell me about it. Can you read me some?
Now King David was told, the Lord has blessed the household of Obed-Edom and everything he has, because of the ark of God. So David went down and brought up the ark of God from the house of Obed-Edom to the city of David with rejoicing.
Hold on. See, David heard. He said, hold up. God's blessing this man because the presence of the Lord is with him. So David said, hold on. Go. Let's go ahead and get the Ark of the Covenant. Let's bring it to the city of David. See, David understood that when the presence of the Lord is in something,
You want to be in it too.
you would want to have that
Yep.
with you.
Yep.
See, many people say they have the presence of the Lord, but the Lord is real. He shows the authentic from the fake.
That's right.
And as you get strong in God, you will be able to see who is real and who is fake. But until you spend time and get your own authentic Holy Ghost, you won't truly know the real deal or who is playing games with you. Because I think it's 1st or 2nd Corinthians chapter 2, 12 or 11, one up in there. It says they are spiritually discerned. So how can we as His people truly get the things of God if we are being spiritually discerned? Well, David said, I need that presence with me. So David was excited when they started to bring the Ark of the Covenant to the city of David. Let's see how he acted.
When those who were carrying the ark of the Lord had taken 6 steps, he sacrificed a bull and a fatted calf. David, wearing a linen ephod, danced before the Lord with all his might.
So why do you think David danced? Because David understood.
Presence.
David understood. I'm going to have the presence of the Lord with me.
Yes.
So every step that they take, I feel rejoiceful. Because you know what that means? That's closer
To
to
God.
it getting to the city.
Yep.
And that's my city. It's called City David.
Yep.
So I know that if I can get this Ark of the Covenant, God's Ark in my city, I know blessings are going to come my way. So now, if we would do what God would ask us to do, and we have the presence of God in our life, what do you think is going to happen in a matter of time? That time could be today. That time could be tomorrow. That time could be right now. We don't know. But see, David was so excited, he felt that time is now.
Yes.
So you wonder why David was so blessed. Because the man knew that the presence of the Lord was key. See, I hear so many people talking about God, but they ain't got no God. Yeah, their God is their idols. Which really no God at all. See, always, you can be able to tell what a person has just by watching their actions, their lifestyle, the way they carry themselves. Because the devil knows the word, but he sure don't live none. So if you guys can understand, God, to have you in me, I got to live something. My lifestyle has to back up what I believe. I can't just live any and every kind of way if I want to have this presence that you want to give me. But see, this presence is what's going to set you apart.
Amen.
Let's keep reading.
While he and the entire house of Israel brought up the ark of the Lord with shouts and the sound of trumpets. As the ark of the Lord was entering the city of David, Micah, daughter of Saul, watched from a window. And when she saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord, she despised him in her heart.
See, people are going to not like you because you have the presence of the Lord. People are not going to want to be around you. They're going to have this to say and that to say. That's between them and God. Why are you getting hung up on what people have to say about you? Why? I don't care if somebody comes back and says, you know what, this person said this about you. Let me tell you why you shouldn't worry about it. Because you have a destination to get
right.
to. Amen. And if you're not careful, you're going to let them mess up where you're trying to go.
That's right.
Don't do that. When Jesus walked this earth, they had told him, don't go back to that city because they're trying to kill you. Jesus says, I only have a certain amount of days to do what I need to do. And no one's going to stop me from doing what I got to do. You have to have that same mindset. No matter what they say about you, no matter what you see them do, don't let them interrupt your presence with you and God. You got somewhere to go. You got to be somewhere. I need this presence, God, and I'm not going to let no one take that away from me.
Right.
See, when you can get that mindset in God, you will see great things happen in your life. But see, this world that we live in, this flesh that we were born into, the people that you hang with, the people that you talk to, the people that you listen to, they are all distractions if you're not careful. And you know why? Because we didn't know better. So some of the ones that we picked, some of the friends that we surrounded ourselves with, the spouses that we picked, the people that we listened to, we didn't know no better. So deep we picked them, and now it's brought us to this point. So as it's brought us to this point now, what do we do, Sister Gwen? I know that they're not spiritual because their life doesn't show them being spiritual. So does that mean that you shouldn't be spiritual? Oh, no. Everyone will stand before the judgment seat of God. And he will give everyone. See, that's in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10. I think he says he will give everyone according
to what he
not
deserves.
Every two.
Everyone.
He said everyone according to what their deeds deserve, good or bad, in this body.
That's the word.
So why are you letting people distract you from getting your life right with God? You need this presence.
Amen.
I'm not done, Dick, because I think Moses said it best. Let's go to Exodus. 33. I think Moses said it best. You want to be set apart? I'm going to show you how to be set apart today. Moses We're going to go to Exodus 33, 14 and 15. See, Moses said something very key. And if you look at this and think about this, this is a key thing that you want. Exodus 33, 14 and 15. See, you think money is going to set you apart. You think your little good looks are going to set you apart. You think that your nice muscles are going to set you apart. You think that your car, your truck, or your many houses will set you apart. You think the number of members that you have will set you apart. No, that's not what sets you apart. Do you think it's the way you put the words will set you apart? No. Do you think it's the way you cut your hair or style your hair? That won't matter. You think it's how many clothes you have and how many shoes that you have that match? That does not matter. Do you think it's your 1 or 2 belts that you have that the holes are too big or something? You think that's going to set you apart? No. You think it's your lucky underwear? No. Let's see what Moses tells us in Exodus 33, 14 and 15. Let's see what Moses tells us.
The Lord replied, my presence will go with you, and I will give you rest.
Yes.
Then Moses said to him, if your presence does not go with us, do not send us up from here.
Yes. Keep going.
How will anyone know that you are pleased with me and with your people unless you go with us?
Yes.
What else will distinguish me and your people from all the other people on the face of the earth?
See, that's key right there. See, Moses said something real key. Move off if you want to do that. Moses said something very, very key. He said, what else is going to distinguish us from any other people but your presence? See, you have to understand, you should be pursuing a right relationship with God at all times. And this goes back to what I said earlier. Control what you can control. Your love for God. You can control that. Your obedience to God. You can control that. Your love for His will and His ways. You can control that. If you give Him that, I believe He will give you His presence.
Amen.
And He will give you rest. He will allow you to be set apart from everybody else. Why? Because I will put my seal of ownership on you. I will let everybody know that I am for you. And if I am for you, who can be against you?
Right.
This is what's going to set one apart. But nowadays, the world is changing. Nowadays, the game is changing. What I mean by that is nowadays, everyone's picking this up. But do you live the very thing that you know?
That's right.
That is the question. The devil can quote it. He was second in charge until he got kicked out. He knows it. That's why he quoted it on Jesus. But he doesn't live it. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. If you want the presence of the Lord, you want it, live and do what you can control. See, it's not hard, y'all. Loving God is not hard.
No.
It's a choice.
Yes.
Obeying God is not hard. It's a choice.
Amen.
Loving His will and His ways, that's not hard. It's a choice that one makes. But I can hear them say, I'm trying. How hard are you trying? Because you can beat this body under daily and make it your slave. That sin that is crouching at every one of our doors,
That's right.
we can master it with His help. See, He said, apart from me, you can do nothing.
Nothing.
See, you forget that. You think that I can do all this by myself. You can't.
Nope.
Apart from Him, you can do nothing. Well, if you know that, we need to spend more time with Him. We have to give Him more of us so He can put His presence, His ownership on us so we will know.
Talk about it, Pastor.
We will know that we are being blessed by God. I can hear Him saying,
I know you do.
show me evidence. Show me evidence that people are blessed by God. Ooh, I can hear it. Let's see what Daniel did. Let's go to Daniel. Let's go, because there's different evidence. Some of them are very obvious. Some of them are very obvious. There's a red truck out there. You want to go check what it is?
I did.
Daniel, you took care of it? Okay. Daniel chapter 6. Daniel chapter 6. Let's see. Because some of them are obvious. Daniel chapter 6. Let me give you the scripture first. Daniel chapter 6, 3 through 5. And then verse 16. Daniel chapter 6, 3 through 5 first. But let me speak on this for a minute. See, some are very obvious. Some are obvious to the point where somebody says, oh, well, since they're making all this money, they must be blessed. Now, God does bless people with finances. He does do that. And you'll see that. I'll go over that. That's pretty obvious. But, see, it's not obvious if you don't pray about it. Because just because someone has finance, does that mean they're blessed? Oh, the scripture comes. As we think about Nabal and Abigail. Oh, was Nabal blessed